Friday morning across the beautiful city of Baltimore. You can see the JFX down there. Traffic is moving right along, but we want to get to Dalencia Jenkins for that first cup forecast. Starting to feel summer-like out there.
Oh yes, summer-like. You may be able to bring out some of those summer outfits that you may have later on today, as temperatures will be warming up above the average for this time of year. Looking at our radar and satellite, we'll have a few clouds moving in, especially towards the later daytime hours. But right now, just looking at partly cloudy skies over the region, and that's making for a nice sunrise, as we saw there on that live picture over Baltimore. Now, temperatures are warmer than where they were yesterday at around this time. Looking at 43 at BWI Marshall, 49 downtown, 39 in Ellicott City, and then we're at 38 in Bel Air, the 40s in Hereford and in Westminster. And by this afternoon, warming up quite nicely into the 70s we go. So it is going to be quite nice in the skies. How are the roads looking out there, Sean?
Great.
And we have some nice weather going into the weekend. Just a few more clouds here and there, but the temperatures are warming up. I'll tell you more about what we can expect in a few minutes.
Wake up with an advantage. You're watching WBAL-TV 11 News today. Thank you for making us Baltimore's #1 morning news.
A beautiful look over Baltimore as we have the sunrise. You see, it's nice to have a little cloud cover in the morning because it just makes for these beautiful colors and contrast along the skyline as the sun is rising. So it is going to be a nice day. We're going to be warmer than where we were the last few days as our warming trend only continues. Again, a few clouds in the sky this morning, partly cloudy skies, and then we're going to increase in cloud cover into the afternoon. But the real weather story is going to be the warm up that we'll have not only today but tomorrow as well. So radar is dry. Taking a wider view of things here, we see that the rain is well off to the west. There is going to be a warm front that will sweep through within the next few hours and into the evening hours. That's what's going to bring in the warmer air and also the cloud cover into tomorrow. So we'll talk about tomorrow in a second, but today we're starting off quite nice, a little warmer than where we were yesterday. 43 for Baltimore, BWI Marshall, 49 downtown, 38 in Ellicott City, 46 in Westminster, the 40s in Hereford as well, and along the eastern shore. You may feel a little bit of a breeze into the afternoon, but with the warmer temperatures, it is going to be quite comfortable. 77 for Baltimore, but a few warmer spots can dip and reach into the 80s. Looking at 81 for Frederick, 80 in Westminster. Again, sunny skies and then bringing in more clouds as we move into tonight. The breeziest part of the day will be into the late lunchtime, early dinner time hour, as many of us may be getting off and getting started with that evening commute. The wind will be coming from the south, so that is going to bring in some warm air into the region and help to warm us up as we move into tomorrow. If you're headed to Camden Yards today, you may feel that warmer breeze. First pitch is at 7:05, increasing in cloud cover, 70s, and then eventually the 60s as we move throughout game time later on tonight. And then we'll have clouds sticking around, so that will keep us in the 60s and help us to start off even warmer as we move into Saturday. Another game day at Camden Yards on Saturday. 85 is going to be the afternoon high. It is going to be quite nice. Always nice to see warmer weather into our weekend. It will just be a little on the cloudy side, so that will act as some shading. We'll see mostly cloudy skies on Sunday. Notice how our temperatures fall back into the 70s. Sean, how are the roads looking? Well, taking a live look into Annapolis, it is a beautiful start to the day. We are looking at nice, beautiful colors with that sunrise over the Bay Bridge there. Calm waters. Make sure you get out and enjoy the day. It's going to be a warmer day. We're going to increase in cloud cover a bit, but you still will be able to enjoy the day as it will be dry. Looking at temperatures right now above where we were yesterday around this time. 43 at BWI Marshall, a few spots in the 30s, but by this afternoon we're going to be making it well into the 70s. So if you're headed to Camden Yards, first pitch is at 7:05. We'll increase in cloud cover throughout the day and into our nighttime hours. Those temperatures will fall from the 70s and into the 60s overnight. Then that's where we'll start the day, and then we only warm up into our Saturday. I just want some food. We're looking at a nice day, a nice summer-like forecast over the next few days. So make sure you get out and enjoy it. And hey, if you got that cookout, let me know. Looking at our radar and satellite, just a few clouds in the sky right now. That's making for that beautiful sunrise that we are seeing in a few spots. And then as we move throughout the day, we're going to see more clouds, especially as we close out the day today. Temperatures right now, 43 at BWI Marshall, 38 in Ellicott City, 48 in Westminster, 49 downtown, in the 40s along the eastern shore. We're going to warm up to the 70s. A few spots can even reach into the 80s. Those are those warmer communities. Partly cloudy skies, and then again eventually bringing in some more cloud cover, but we'll start seeing some sunshine on that morning commute, Sean.
Yeah, right now I'll tell you.
Another look into Annapolis. The sun is a little higher in the sky there, but it's still beautiful, glistening off the water just above the Bay Bridge there. It is going to be a nice day. You see, we're just looking at a few thin clouds overhead. We are going to increase in cloud cover into the afternoon, so enjoy the sunshine while you have it. Again, we'll have some clouds mixing in. That's going to be associated with a warm front that's really going to sweep through later on today, bring in the thicker clouds, and that's what we're going to notice tomorrow. Our temperature is starting off a little warmer than yesterday. We're in the 40s and 30s. We're going to warm up to the 70s today. A few warmer spots can reach into the 80s, but really widespread 80-degree high temperatures tomorrow before we fall back into the 70s to start our new week, which is still above where we should be for this time of year. It is going to be quite nice, and make sure you get out and enjoy this Easter weekend. Taking a live look over Baltimore, and the sun is shining bright overhead. It is a beautiful morning. Just a few thin clouds striping over the cloud sky there, as we are going to see a little bit more clouds today, but the real thicker clouds are going to be here later into the day. So make sure you get out and enjoy the sunshine, because even as we move into the weekend, it's going to be a cloudier day weather-wise. Looking at our radar and satellite, again, just a few high clouds here and there. The main cloud cover and even the wet weather is well out west, where in Michigan they're getting some rain showers and even some thunderstorms. We'll have a warm front sweep through the region that will bring in the cloud cover and the warmer weather into tomorrow. Already starting off a little warmer today, so that is going to be nice, as we will warm up above the average for this time of year. So that's going to be the big weather story for today. Looking at 43 at BWI Marshall, 49 downtown, 37 in Ellicott City, 36 in Frederick, and still in the 40s there in Westminster and in Hereford, just about to make their way into the 50s as the sun's now up. Now moving into the afternoon, you may feel a little bit of a breeze, especially towards the evening hours. Temperatures topping off in the 70s for Baltimore, but a few warmer communities can reach into the 80s, so that's going to be quite nice and warm. The wind will be coming from the south, so that will bring in that warmer air from the south into our region. Wind gusting upwards of 25 miles per hour, and again, the strongest wind will be later on in the day around 6 p.m. so that late lunch, early dinner time hour for sure. If you're headed to Camden Yards today, first pitch is at 7:05, increasing in cloud cover. Those temperatures will be making their way from the 70s into the 60s throughout game time. And the 60s is really where we're going to be sticking around into our evening hours, and that will help to start us off on a warmer note tomorrow and even warmer into the afternoon. As far as futurecast, all we're tracking is the increase in cloud cover. As you can see, overnight, we're going to bring in those clouds. Now, the clouds will act as a blanket, and again, that's why we're going to start off a little warmer tomorrow. Look at this. By the afternoon, we're going to be in the mid 80s, so it is going to be nice and warm. A nice little treat of summer as we make our way into our Easter weekend. 74 on Easter Sunday, looking at mostly cloudy skies. We'll have another game there at Camden Yards, so that's going to be nice. It's going to bring in, or we're going to bring in some rain showers into the new work week, but right now, Sean, it's dry.
It is dry.
We'll have temperatures warming up to the 80s eventually. That's going to be on Saturday, although a few warmer spots today can reach into the 80s. Otherwise, 77 is going to be the afternoon high. We're going to increase in cloud cover throughout the day. A nice evening for baseball here in Baltimore. Tomorrow we'll have another great game day. A few more clouds in the sky, mostly cloudy skies. Same on Sunday. Easter Sunday, we're looking at 74, so temperatures will fall back into the 70s, but still above where we should be for this time of year. Rain chances into the work week.
The weekend. Let's take a live look over Baltimore. Meteorologist Dalencia Jenkins joins us now for our first look at the weekend weather. Dalencia, it looks like we may get close to 80 today.
Oh. Yes, today close to 80s and definitely in the 80s for the weekend. It is going to be quite nice. We're looking at a few clouds starting to move in, but otherwise look at these temperatures. 68 at BWI Marshall, 69 downtown, 65 in Ellicott City, 70 in Frederick right now. So warm temperatures already above where we should be for this time of year. Even out in western Maryland, places are in the 70s. Now we are seeing that stripe of cloud cover starting to move in, not really blocking too much sunshine, so it's still going to be quite nice. But this is a look just south of the city, and we are seeing a little bit of that cloud cover starting to move in. We'll see a peak and a mix of sun and clouds as we move throughout the rest of the afternoon. We'll top off in the upper 70s and then bring in more clouds overnight. That will help to start us off on a warm note tomorrow. I'll tell you just how warm we'll get for this weekend in a few minutes. And for all of the services and even just getting out and about today, we have nice weather for it. I'll tell you more about what we can expect. Look at that live look into Ocean City. I'll have more in a few minutes.
Now, your WBAL-TV 11 weather forecast with meteorologist Dalencia Jenkins.
Well, good afternoon. It is a nice, warm, mild afternoon across Maryland, all across Maryland, from the mountains all the way to the bays and the beaches. We are starting to see some cloud cover move in. That's just going to be a quick stripe of clouds. That's going to move on out of here, but it is quite nice. Make sure you get out and enjoy this afternoon. High pressure is starting to move farther and farther offshore as this warm front moves on through. The warm front is going to be responsible for the even warmer air that we'll see and feel tomorrow, but also the cloud cover that will be in the region as well. Speaking of warmer weather, here's the temperatures well above the average, or at least around the average for our high already, and we're only going to get warmer over the next few hours. Looking at 68 at BWI Marshall, 67 in Ellicott City, the 70s in Frederick and in Westminster, 68 in Hereford, and the 60s along the Eastern Shore and out in western Maryland. Again, it is beautiful all across the state. My family down in southern Maryland, they're on a fishing pier right now, so they are certainly taking advantage of this warm and nice weather. High temperatures will be reaching into the upper 70s to low 80s, so 77 for Baltimore, 79 in Westminster, 80 in Frederick. Sunny skies all across the area. We'll also start to feel a breeze starting to pick up as we move later into the lunchtime hour. The peak breeze and peak wind gusts can be upwards of 25 miles per hour. A few spots out in the higher elevations can get as high as 30 miles per hour with that it's wind speed and wind gust, and then it will die down a little bit into this evening, but then pick back up into tomorrow as well. If you're headed to Camden Yards later on today, first pitch is at 7:05, increasing in cloud cover throughout the evening and into our nighttime hours, but the temperatures are going to be quite nice for a baseball game here in Baltimore. We'll be in the 70s at first pitch, and then throughout the game falling into the low 70s and eventually the 60s, and that's where we're going to be sticking around into our nighttime hours as well. So with the cloud cover, it's going to kind of keep the warmth close to the surface, so that's actually going to start us off on a warm note tomorrow. That means we can only get warmer from there as we have that daytime heating. So temperatures tomorrow even warmer. We're going to be in the mid 80s for the afternoon, and a few spots could even make it into the upper 80s, but again, it is going to be a little cloudier, and so that's going to help to make it a little warmer, because in the morning hours we'll have those temperatures in and starting off in the 60s, but then 85 for the afternoon. We'll start to see peaks of sunshine for Easter Sunday, but our temperatures fall back into the 70s for the rest of the week.
Final look at the forecast. It's looking beautiful today.
Oh my goodness, picture perfect for an April afternoon. Get out there, enjoy it. Maybe need your allergy medicine if you suffer from pollen out there though. Looking at 77 as our afternoon high. We're going to bring in some clouds tonight, fall to the 60s, and then we get even warmer into our Saturday. A little bit more cloud cover on Saturday, and then Easter looks nice as well.
All right, thanks Dalencia. Thanks for joining us for 11 News at Noon. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon and a great weekend.
Thank you for watching WBAL-TV 11 News. Get caught up on local news, originals, and more. Download the Very Local app now and stream for free on Roku and Amazon Fire TV.